going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and since the release of the new March 31st, 2017 ban list, I've been getting a ton of deck profile requests for the upcoming format. Blue Eyes was one of them, Dark Magician was one of them, and one of the most highly requested deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG has to be Invoked. Okay guys, so I thought it would be a great idea to combine the two archetypes together, Blue Eyes and Invoked, and once you combine those two things together, you get absolutely fire. It's incredible. It's absolutely phenomenal. Oh my goodness, guys. I am spitting bars in this video already. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and make sure you guys stay tuned throughout the end of this video because I'll be showcasing you guys some 2-card combos that you guys can make with Blue Eyes Invoked, and it's gonna be absolutely insane. So make sure you guys stay for that. Make sure you guys smash this video 500+ like for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles for the upcoming format. So without further ado, let's get started with this deck profile. And you know guys, this deck list has to be like, you know, one of the best deck lists that I actually play tested with and is giving me the most result. And you guys are probably saying, Sam, the ban list, you know, the format hasn't even started. How can you play test this deck for quite some time? You're a liar. Well, guys, the format is the exact same. The only thing that changed was Zodiac just got slower. Nothing else in the ban list got touched. That's it. So you're literally playing into the exact same format, but Zodiacs are just a little bit slower with 2 rats. So, yeah, let's get started with the deck profile real quick. Started with the monsters. You want to play, of course, triple Blue Eyes, alternative White Dragon. Of course, this card is really standard. You are playing a Blue Eyes list. You know, you want to play triple alternative White Dragon. Helps you make, you know, first turn rank 8 plays, and it also pops a monster on the field. And its effect is once per card. So if you have multiple copies of Blue Eyes, alternative White Dragon on the board, you can activate their effects, you know, each of their effects to pop a monster on your opponent's side of the field, which is really amazing. So, triple Blue Eyes, alternative White Dragon. Next off, our Blue Eyes has evolved. So, you know, triple Blue Eyes White Dragon, the new version of the movie pack. I've been using, you know, the original Blue Eyes for quite some time, so I thought it would be a good idea to actually evolve the Blue Eyes into the new sexier version. I still believe the OG looks better. Last but not least, for the Blue Eyes Dragon Spirit of White, this card is really amazing. For the Invoked Blue Eyes list, you definitely only want to play 1 copy of Dragon Spirit of White, in my personal opinion. You don't want to see multiple copies of this card in your hand. You can easily tutor this card out through with the White Stone of Ancients. So I believe that 1 copy is definitely the most viable number to play in this type of version because you really do not have a lot of space in the Invoked Blue Eyes build. But if you guys definitely want to find space to play your 2nd copy of Dragon Spirit of White, you guys can go ahead and do that. Just use my deck list as a guide to what you guys want to play in your own deck. As I said before, everybody has their own different play styles. Everybody has their own different techs and ratios. Triple Sage with Eyes of Blue complements really well with Alistair as well. 1 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, I'll explain to you why she's actually important and some of the combos that you guys can actually do with this card. Triple the White Stone of Ancients, really amazing. During the end phase, you know, it doesn't matter how many copies are stolen or sent to the graveyard, they all get to activate their effects, especially a Blue Eyes monster from the deck. And having his secondary effect in the grave to banish itself to add a Blue Eyes from the grave to the hand is just really powerful and really consistent as well, because this card is your resource management and your toolbox factor. So this card helps you get your resources as quickly as possible in your grave. And last but not least, you want to play the White Stone of Legend. The card is really important because you are playing Brilliant Fusion in this deck, and Brilliant Fusion is one of the key aspects of the deck, and I'll explain to you guys the combo that you can do with Brilliant Fusion, which is amazing. So the White Stone of Legend, and that's pretty much it for your Blue Eyes monster, guys. You know, very you know, powerful engine. Of course, Blue Eyes is just a really strong engine within itself. That's pretty much it for Blue Eyes. Now off to your you know, of course, Invoked engine. Triple Alistair, the Invoker. This card is really amazing. You guys don't know what Alistair does. When Alistair is normal summon, you basically get to search what is it called? An invocation directly from your deck to your hand. So the card is just really powerful and really amazing. And of course, you can pitch this card from your hand to the graveyard to target a fusion monster you control, and the fusion monster will gain 1000 attack, which is really amazing. So Alistair is really good. And last but not least, I love playing this guy's triple Galaxy Soldier. In this list, Galaxy Soldier is amazing. If you're able to make board of Cyber Dragon Infinity, okay, Cyber Dragon Infinity, a rank 8 and a Mecha Ball first turn, you're more than likely just gonna win the duel. So, Galaxy Soldier is really amazing because 1, you're able to pitch your stones to the graveyard to summon this card, and then your stone will activate on end phase to bring out a Dragon Spirit of White, and you have a Cyber Dragon Infinity on board. Cyber Dragon Infinity is just really powerful, and this card basically unclogs your hand and ditches your dead stones that you have in your hand to the graveyard, so that way that they can trigger their effects in grave. So I love playing Galaxy Soldiers in the deck, and the funny thing is, guys, okay, Invoke Makaba, okay, Invoke Makaba is a machine. So if any way your Cyber Dragon Nova gets destroyed, you can bring out an Invoked Makaba from the deck. That's insane. That's really, really powerful. So just a quick tip right there. If your Cyber Dragon Nova gets killed, you basically get to special mecha buff from the extra deck, which is really strong. So triple Galaxy Soldier is really amazing. And last but not least, what you guys want to play is the one Gem Knight Lazuli. The reason why you play Lazuli instead of Garnet, because Garnet does not benefit you in any way in the deck. What Lazuli can do is that you can activate Brilliant Fusion. You know, if you already have stones, if you already have, the White Stone Legend in the graveyard, what you can do is that you can send Lazuli and Blue Eyes to the graveyard, and then, once Seraphonite brings out, Lazuli will activate to add the Blue Eyes that you sent to the graveyard back to your hand because of Lazuli's effect. Lazuli effect reads that way. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one normal monster in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. So if you already have, like, an alternative in hand and you need to have a Blue Eyes monster, you can go, Brilliant Fusion, send, Lazuli and the Blue Eyes to the graveyard, add the Blue Eyes directly from the graveyard to your hand, then bring out alternative White Dragon. That's what you guys can do with the Lazuli, and that's pretty much it for your final monster deck. Let's go off to our spells. These are your starter spells, what you want to see all the time. So triple Melody of the Awakening Dragon, triple Brilliant Fusion. This card is really powerful, and the 2-card combo involves Brilliant Fusion, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of this video. One Magical Meltdown. The only reason why I like playing one Magical Meltdown is because, I don't like to see multiple copies of Alistair in my hand. Once you already resolve that one Alistair, you don't want to keep drawing bricks. You guys know what I mean. If you guys definitely want to go play 2 Magical Meltdown, you guys can go ahead and play 2. This card is a really good starter card. But once you already have that one Alistair in hand and you keep summoning it and keep recycling it every single turn with Invocation and things like that, that's all you really need to see. And the other copies that you have in your hand can potentially benefit your fusion monsters by just pitching them to the graveyard to basically boost their attack to potentially OTK your opponent. But if you play triple Magical Meltdown, triple Invocation, it can actually break a lot in my personal opinion. But definitely, if you want to play multiple copies of Magical Meltdown, double copies, triple copies, you guys can definitely find room and create your own ratios of the deck. But I like playing the one Magical Meltdown. I've been playtesting this list, and it's been working really, really well for me. You just don't want to break too much of Magical Meltdown. And your revivals, triple Return of the Dragon Lords. I still love this card at 3, especially in the Invoked Blue Eyes, because you are still playing Blue Eyes, but with a lot of different supporting engines in the deck that makes this deck more powerful. So you're still playing standard regular Blue Eyes, but with Invokes and Galaxy Soldiers in the deck, which is really amazing. So triple Return of the Dragon Lords, 1 Silver's Cry, really, really good. And last but not least, you want to play 1 Soul Charge, Skill Charge. You guys don't know what happens when Soul Charge resolves in Blue Eyes. It's like GG no re. So that's pretty much it for your revivals and your starters. Now let's go off to our other cards you want to play in the deck. Triple Trade-In. You are playing Blue Eyes. Consistency factor helps you pitch the Blue Eyes, draw 2 cards, and that way that your return and your Silver's Cries are always live, pitching your Blue Eyes and things like that to your grave. Next, you're going to play double Wonder Wand. Wonder Wand is really amazing because Alistair is a spellcaster, and Sage is a spellcaster, and Maiden is a spellcaster. So these are your spellcasters of the deck. You're playing triple copies of this card, triple copies of this card, and 1 copy of Maiden. So you're playing 7 copies of spellcasters. So definitely want to play Wonder Wand in my personal opinion. If you want that Wonder Wand Sage, you're pretty much lit. Wonder Wand Alistair, you're lit. And Wonder Wand Maiden is really good because what you can do is you can activate Wonder Wand, target Maiden. Maiden effect will trigger, especially when the Blue Eyes monster from your deck. Then you can just basically tribute these 2 to draw 2 cards. So Maiden is really, really good for that. And that's why I like playing 1 copy of Maiden in the deck. And last but not least, the card that you never want to see in your hand by drawing it is definitely double Invocation. So right now, this is my entire deck. We are playing 41 cards, and the thing that I actually might just want to cut down to 1 is definitely the second Invocation. But there are certain situations where the second Invocation is actually needed because of cards like Dimensional Barrier. If your opponent activates Dimensional Barrier and you only play 1 Invocation, it's gonna be really hard for this for you to come back. So that's pretty much it for the main deck, guys. 41 card main deck. The only thing that I might consider cutting is definitely 1 Invocation, and that's pretty much it to make this card a 40 card deck. Let's go up to our side deck real quick, guys. Side deck is all to personal preference, but is what I have so far for the upcoming meta and the format. So definitely double Twin Twister, double Dark Hole, 1 Regeki, triple Imperial Iron Wall. Card is really amazing. Definitely Infernoid has to be one of the hardest matchups for this deck. So if I put in Inferno Walls, I'm definitely gonna take out the Invoked engine and just basically play pure Blue Eyes and Galaxy Soldiers. This card just literally kills Infernoids. Triple Dimensional Barrier right here for Zeus, or any other deck that utilizes the extra deck a lot. Double DD Crow, and last but not least, double Denko Sega for Paleozoics. These are definitely going into Paleo. All here right now. D7, Regeki Dark Hole, Twin Twister, Denko Sega is definitely all going into Paleo. Yugioh, and even DD Crow as well too, because of you know, banishing the frogs is really important. DD Crow is really good because a funny thing that you guys can do with DD Crow is, if you are playing one invocation, what you can do is that if you did debury your invocation, okay, what you can do is that you can, if Alistair in the grave, you can just activate DD Crow, banish your own Alistair, and then activate invocation and add the Alistair to your hand, summon Alistair, and then basically add the invocation back again. So that's another cool thing that you guys can do if you guys are just playing one invocation. But since we are playing two, we don't really have to worry about that aspect too much. So that's pretty much it for your side deck. Let's go off to the extra deck real quick, guys. Extra deck is really tight, so I'll showcase you guys what I play. So double Invoked Makaba, really good. You know, this card is really amazing. The ultimate providence of the deck. One Megalanica. The reason why you play this card is because Seraphonite is an Earth, and also Gem Knight Lazuli is on Earth, so you can easily tutor this card out. One Gem Knight Seraphonite for the Brilliant Fusion, double Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and one Azure Eyes. I cannot find space for a second one, but I felt like you actually need a second one throughout testing sometimes. But most of the time, if you already bring this card out and this card lives, you're pretty much gonna win the duel either way. So one Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, one Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. That's pretty much it for your synchros, guys. These are the two most synchro monsters that you're gonna mostly just tag out with Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. So, you know, Azure Eyes and Moon Rose, and the deck is just super tight. There's no space. Infinity, Nova. I said before, Nova says that if this card dies, basically special summon a machine monster from your extra deck. So you special summon a Invoked Makuba, which is a machine. One got the Galaxy package right here. Okay, and last but not least, one Alcide, the Sylvan Hide Protector, to pretty much round it for your extra deck. Last time I was playing a 16 card extra deck. I know that was my mistake, so I'd like to apologize for that. This is exactly 15, and we're just Gucci, guys. So this is pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Let's go off to some of the combos that you guys can do with Invoked Blue Eyes. Let's get started. Alright, guys, so let's get started with the 2-card combo. The thing that you need with this combo is definitely Brilliant Fusion and Alistair in your opening hand, or Brilliant Fusion or Magical Meltdown. Anytime you see Brilliant Fusion, you're pretty much lit. So what you can do with this hand is you can activate Brilliant Fusion. Okay, first you want to activate Brilliant Fusion. Activate Brilliant Fusion effect to basically dump Gem Knight Lazuli and a what's called the White Stone Legend to the graveyard. Okay, and if you're let's say that you already have White Stone Legend in the graveyard, okay, and you already resolved this effect, you can just easily dump Blue Eyes. But the purpose of the White Stone Legend to the is sending to the graveyard anyways is because you want to see a Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand. So if Legend is already in the graveyard, you want to dump Blue Eyes. If Legend is not in the graveyard, you want to dump Legend. So dump these two to the grave. Special summon a Seraphonite, okay, from your deck. Extra deck right here. So this is your board right here, Brilliant Fusion and Seraphonite. Hopefully you guys can see that real quick. And this is your grave. The White Stone of Legend will activate to search the Blue Eyes to your hand. And these two cards in your hand right here. What you want to do is normal summon Alistair. Activate Alistair's effect to search the invocation. Okay, search the invocation. Now you want to activate invocation, banish the Alistair. Okay, and banish the White Stone of Legend to the graveyard. Okay, to special summon a Invoked Makaba from your extra deck. Okay, so special summon Invoked Makaba. So this is your board right now, which is 2 cards. Now you want to activate Invocation effect in grave. So this is your grave right here, and this card is banished because of your invocation. Okay. No, this is your grave. Just this Lazuli is just in your grave, okay? And your Alistair is banished because of invocation. So these 2 cards are banished right here since you use them from the grave. Okay, these 2 are banished. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. And that's your graveyard. Activate invocation to return invocation to the deck to basically add the Alistair back to your hand. Okay, so the Alistair is back to your hand now because of invocation. With Seraphonite's additional normal summon, you want to normal summon again Alistair. Alistair will activate its effect to search the invocation again. And now since you have invocation Blue Eyes in your hand, you can activate invocation, banish the Alistair, send invocation to the grave, and of course send the Blue Eyes to the graveyard to special summon your second Invoke Makaba. Okay, so this is your board right here. So this is your entire board right now, which is 2 cards, Brilliant Fusion and Gem Knight, with Brilliant Fusion and Alistair. Next turn you can activate Invocation effect to shuffle it back to your deck to add Alistair to your hand. And then remember, this is 2 cards, so you have 3 other cards in your hand. If you have cards like Melody of the Awakening Dragons, Galaxy Soldier, potentially make Infinity with this board. It's just crazy the things that you guys can do. So that's a pretty a cool combo that you guys can do with Brilliant Fusion and Alistair. Open up this right here, 3-card combo. What you guys can do is you guys can activate Brilliant Fusion, send Lazuli, okay, send these 2 to the grave, okay, to your graveyard. Special summon, special summon Seraphonite. Where's my Seraphonite? Seraphonite right here, cool. Now you want to activate the stone to search your Blue Eyes. So this is your hand right here, double Blue Eyes and Alistair. Activate Alternative Dragon's effect, the real Blue Eyes special summon itself. Okay, now you want a normal Alistair, exact same combo, search Invocation, activate Invocation, banish Alistair, and banish the Whitestone or Legend in your graveyard to special summon an Invoked Makaba. Cool. So you normal summon once again, and then you can normal summon again because of Seraphonite. Activate Invocation, return it to the deck. Add back the banished Alistair. Normal summon Alistair with your normal summon. So let me just move these to the side so you guys can see it better. I know that this is super cramped up right now. So normal summon Alistair. So this is your board right now. Normal summon Alistair. Here, let me see if I can zoom up a little bit. Okay, you can normal summon Alistair. Okay, the additional normal summon to search the Invocation again. Activate Invocation, but this time you're gonna be using either a Gem Knight Seraphonite on the field, or you can use Gem Knight Lazuli. I recommend banishing Lazuli in the grave because she's completely useless at this point. So there's your banish pile, banish Lazuli, and banish the Alistair. Special summon Megalanica. Okay, guys, Megalanica. Where is it? Megalanica right here. So you special summon Megalanica. Okay. So what you can do at this point is that Invocation will go to the grave. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to overlay these two for the Galaxy package. So you can go Galaxy, so this, and then where's this? Activate Dark Matter's effect. Okay, to basically ditch, you know, your grave, ditch this, you know, this, or if you don't have, or you can just ditch Stone, doesn't matter. But at this point, Stone was already ditched off the Brilliant Infusion. So yeah, so you ditch these cards to the grave. Okay, and now you have this on the board, and you have a Blue Eyes in hand with two other cards in hand if you are going first. So 3-card combo, you know, Brilliant Fusion, Alternative, and Invoked Alistair, and then 2 other cards in your hand. If you have a spell, you keep that in your hand for Invoked Makaba, and then end phase. Okay, since you send the Stone to the graveyard of Dark Matter, okay, you want to special summon, let's go, Dragon Spirit of White directly from the deck. Okay, and at this point you can just banish, you know, a Spawn Trap your opponent controls if they have it, and then that's pretty much it for your board. Okay, your board is pretty much lit right here off just 3-card combo, which is really insane. That's what you guys can kind of do with Invoked Blue Eyes. Next turn, since you're Invocation in grave, you can activate Invocation and return it back to your deck, and then add Alistair to your hand. Then you just normal summon to basically try to go into your other Makaba, which is really phenomenal. Okay, and also what you guys can do with Sage and Alistair is that, like, you can, if you can normal summon Sage, okay, like activate Sage's effect, right? No, sorry. If you can normal summon Alistair, search, what's it called? Search, what is it? The Invocation, activate Sage from hand, pitch it, send this to the graveyard, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from the deck, Blue Eyes or Spirit. You can special summon Spirit, okay, or you special summon Blue Eyes. Now you have these 2 cards in grave, right? So you have Sage, and what's it called? And Alistair in the grave. You can activate Invocation to banish these 2, to summon Makaba. Cool. And if you have like you know like a Melody again, you can, you know, pitch cards to graveyard, bring out the 2 Blue Eyes, search out 2 Blue Eyes, especially some Alternative, overlay for XC's plays. There's a amount of combo plays that you guys can do with this deck, and that's why I love Alistair, and it synergizes really well together with Blue Eyes. So that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys have any other cool, insane combos that you guys definitely want to showcase or let other people know, please leave it in the comment section below. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. And always having a first turn, like, Dark Matter or first turn Spirit Dragon with just, with a Makaba and with a Cyber Dragon Infinity, it's just really powerful and really hard to deal with. And that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and make sure you guys smash that 500+ like button. And this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright, guys, peace.